Hamish and Andy back to drive you home. Well, just one of us. Because Hamish he started in here with me, everybody. He looked fit, he looked healthy, he certainly was speaking to me in his normal tongue. And then, whether it's panic or shock, he has simply run out.
Andy, we're getting a call through from Hamish now.
Okay.
Are you there, Endo?
Yes. What happened? Did you fart?
I panicked. I saw the lights go on, and I just think you're better off without me. You can do a great job, and I'm driving to the coast.
I would
get on a boat.
I would prefer at least the first one with you.
No, that's why. And I thought we weren't coming back to next Monday anyway.
A bit of notice.
I saw the TV ad.
What about a bit of notice? Because
hey, Andy, look behind you.
Yeah.
I'm back.
I never left. And that is the kind of wonderful prank that you can come to expect from the show. Andy, it's me. Look at me. What a wonderful radio moment already.
It's Hamish's year of 1,000 pranks.
One down.
is it going to be?
It could be 1,000 this year.
Is there
The 999
kind of
to
quality
go.
control?
No, I'm going quantity over quality. You can't get 1,000 pranks out and have them all be good. Oh, great. You know what? Technically, that's one of our highlights. And again, this story could be completely
one
made up.
lying around in the factory.
But the whole story was like they would be the only civilians outside of a museum to have a dinosaur fossil. And so I was like, I don't think this guy in China has one in his shed.
Was there any pictures of you?
So then Johnny goes, mate, I'll show you a picture. And so I've got the picture here. I deliberately haven't showed you until now.
Yep.
I'm going to hand over the picture to you now.
Okay.
Right. There are a few things I think are wrong with it. Oh, that's just a black piece of paper.
Yeah.
It's Hamish's year of 1,000 pranks.
Hang on, there is a picture. That was just a little free prank on my behalf. So that's 2 now for the year. Have a look at the picture. I don't want to sidetrack this because we're actually in the middle of something. It's always fun. Always fun to take an opportunity.
This is a feature, guys. Everyone out there, this is not a blank piece of paper. Good prank.
You're not going to believe this, Ando. There is a human cannon in Australia at the moment. It doesn't even belong here. It's the Great Euro Circus is in Australia at the moment.
Oh, one of those good old school ones.
No, I think it's a state-of-the-art one.
All right.
So from what I can tell, I've got a sketch here of what it is, what it looks like.
This is a hand-drawn picture by you. It's a pen picture of a cartoon of a person holding up their middle finger at me.
It's Hamish's year of 1,000 pranks.
Just can never miss an opportunity.
Just so you know, I'm not receiving any more pieces of paper from you.
But that's been my main method of getting you for 1,000 pranks.
I know.
I don't have it.
And I'm cutting it off.
I don't have a sketch of it.
Okay. You and I haven't had a chance to catch up.
Too much going on, Andrew. I mean, sending our mums out to go and interview the Magic Mike guys, the U2 stuff.
Yeah. It's all at HamishAndy.com. The podcast
threw a real
is as well.
spanner in the works.
But we should catch up and we should do it over jazz.
That's what we like to do on a Friday. Yeah, that's nice. Oh, that's relaxing. And I know we've been talking about catching up over jazz.
Yeah.
And we want to do jazz chat. And we enjoy doing it on a Friday.
Yep.
But I've got some bad news for you.
What's that?
I refuse to participate today.
Really?
It's Hamish's year of 1,000 pranks.
Now I'll do it. Just needed to get another prank away. Good. I got a huge deficit to make up. Ando, sorry, a little bit of admin. I know the whole point of this is to catch up, but I'm swamped at the moment with trying to organise this human cannon.
We can mix business with pleasure.
I apologise for bringing admin up during Jazz Chat, but I did not get your... Do you know the circumference of your head for your helmet size?
No.
What do you think? Would you be a large or an extra large helmet?
Large.
There is no helmet. But appreciate you thinking of safety, because I wasn't.
Hey.
Yeah.
Again, kind of a topic that my mum doesn't like, but we're in sneak week.
Yeah.
I was wondering today, what percentage do you think of your eating would have to be beetroot for you to have purple poos?
15%.
15?
It's not high. It's a powerful diet. Hey, Ando.
Mm-hmm.
So before, when I was first up, I tricked you about not participating.
Yeah.
Then I come back at you and I go, what helmet size do you want?
Yeah.
And got you again.
Yeah, that's not a prank, though.
No, but you'll notice, well, that was a prank.
No,
Because I tricked you into answering, and it was for something that didn't exist. But I didn't play the prank sting
No.
because I think I might give away the 1,000 pranks.
Really?
It's Hamish's year of 1,000 pranks.
This is too easy.
It requires me falling for it.
You did say really.
Yeah, that's just confirming.
Jack, quick count. How many of my 1,000 pranks did I get away with?
5.
Including the 2 today, you're up to 5. Yeah.
You've done 5.
That's all right.
No, it's not, mate.
What's the date?
Mate, we do
10th of July, right?
Mate, we do 40 weeks a year.
Yep.
You've
Half that.
You've done 5.
Uh-huh.
Yep. So
I've only got 995 pranks to go.
yeah.
Yeah, but this is
Mate, you're
this
at
was
5.
Snake Week.
You are 800 short of where you'd be if you continue at this.
I'm just saying,
This pace.
this is Sneak Week. I'm obviously going to warm up.
Yeah.
If people are still listening to the show,
Yeah.
and thanks for listening today, but we don't take it for granted, so you might have faded off by August.
Yeah.
People are still listening by August. I might be doing 50, 60, 70 a show.
We need to get.
That's something to look forward to.
We need to get like a good prankster, a Sacha Baron Cohen from like Borat or a Johnny Knoxville. or something.
No. That's too quality. That's quality. I do quantity.
No, I want them up to decipher whether that is actually a prank. What you're doing?
I'm just going for the minimum legal amount.
I
for a
don't.
prank.
I don't think it passes the minimum legal amount. That's my worry.
I'm going to give it the green light. I think today's were legal. They were well set up and well executed. And another 2 notches on the belt. Great
Guys-
work. I've spent quite a sum of money, of our money.
How much?
We can talk about it later once you're excited about what I've bought.
Okay.
We can talk about it later, darling.
Yeah, I will tell you a dollar value of my excitement after you tell me the idea.
I've bought an elephant.
It's Hamish's year of 1,000 pranks.
But I knew you hadn't.
I think for a second I got
No, because we've discussed buying elephants before.
I've gotcha.
No, you didn't.
No, anyway, hang on. Look, just that's another prank down for my year of 1,000. I can't miss an opportunity.
Okay, it's not even half.
Overnight, some great things have happened. A, Channel 10 have come on board, which is great. But B, I've got a very special announcement about the surprise guest.
Well, you did say, you specifically said you got a surprise guest. So is it just going to be someone from Channel 10, is it? Or you mean,
No.
Is it Osher?
People that are aware of these things would know that there's some visiting European football leagues in the country at the moment.
Yep.
A player from one of those teams is going to be at the party.
That's not true.
It's Hamish's year of 1,000 pranks.
Even though you said not true,
That doesn't
you
count.
could tell that you meant it. I could tell you thought I had it.
That doesn't count. Absolutely doesn't count.
Give it to me, man. I've only done about 8 pranks.
I know you're struggling. It doesn't count. And I think you're inflating it with 8 as
No,
well.
okay. Well, to be honest, we do have Blake from The Bachelor.
That's not true either. That's not true either. And you don't get to fire up another sound effect.
All right. I quit the show, and
No.
there'll be no music today. No, there is a song. We're playing a song here.
It's Hamish's year of 1,000 pranks.
Oh, Jack, you and I need to calm down and regroup. You stop firing off the prank sound effect.
You start working on
I'm going
pranks.
to have to work on a better prank. I want it to also be enjoyable for you. So I've got calls out to 3 former, so not current, former both cricket and AFL players to come as a surprise guest. So you will enjoy the night.
Who are they?
It's Hamish's year of 1,000 pranks.
It's not a prank if you...
Why would you ask who are they if you didn't believe they were coming?
Because it's part of conversation. If you, for instance...
All right, no more pranks today, but
Yeah.
I reckon I've got 3 solid ones away today.
I'm going to ban you from pranks.
You can't, unless that's a prank.
It was actually. It was, and I just didn't have a sound effect.
Well, it's
for
not
it.
Andy's year of 1,000 pranks.
It could be Andy's year of 1, and that could be it.
Well, it wasn't a great one.
It's about the same level.
Might have been up there.
I don't know.
I will get a surprise guest, not as a joke. And my first
You
guest...
had none today, by the way.
Can I just do a quick recap? I know we're going to get out of here.
Yeah.
Today, for people that are following along with my year of 1,000 pranks
No,
on
no,
you,
you didn't get in 5.
I got 4 today.
No, you got in 2.
I'll read them. I wrote them down.
Yeah.
At the top of the show, you believed I had a special guest coming to
No,
my
I
party.
didn't believe it.
You believed that?
No.
Later on, you again thought I had a special guest. That counted as 2 pranks.
No, I said no. I said that's not true.
You thought that we had a tweet about a panther, and we didn't.
Yeah, I didn't actually.
And then a bit
That's-
later
that's
on in
your
the
one.
show, you believed that Zoe had made a dish similar to a frittata last weekend, and she had not. That's
is not a prank.
4 more pranks for my year of 1,000 pranks. I know a lot of people are following it online. I do get a lot of messages. Thanks for your support, guys. I will try and get to 1,000 by the end of the year.
Not pranks.
That's why today we had to get 4 away, which
2.
is still actually 6 short of my daily quota.
It's 2.
I'm allowing myself 4.
Anyway,
I did say at one stage in the show we're not going to play any songs, but I don't believe you fell for that.
We will see that tomorrow. We'll have another look at this.
Have a wonderful night,
It's Hamish
guys.
Andy. See you tomorrow. Haim, you made a rather large claim in the opening minute of our return to radio
I think I know what this is about. Yes.
2.5 weeks ago.
Yep.
Claim was that it would be a year of 1,000 pranks.
Yes.
Desperate times have fell upon you. I mean, yesterday, if you look, if they have,
And I made it very clear.
and I'll
it
make
wasn't,
this clear.
It
And
wasn't about
I'll make this clear.
quality. It's about
Desperate-
the quantity of pranks.
Desperate times have come upon you. Yesterday, for instance, you were trying to pass this off as one of the pranks.
There's some visiting European football leagues in the country at the moment.
Yep.
A player from one of those teams is going to be at the party.
That's not true.
It's Hamish's year of 1,000 pranks.
Even though you said not true.
That doesn't
Oh, you
count.
could tell that you meant it. I could tell you thought I had it.
That doesn't count. Absolutely doesn't count.
Give it to me, man. And
At the end, there is
in
the
the
words
same way-
given to me, man. Is there anything more desperate?
it's a guy going, play fair.
No, it's not.
Because in the same way, a lot of people go, no way. They don't actually not believe it. It's disbelieving.
It was
so
the
when you're
exact
like,
same
that's not true.
No, it's
You're
exact.
so excited that you were like, yeah, I believe you, but I'm blown away. And that's where I went, well, guess what, mate? You were right not to believe me because I've pranked you.
Your plead at the end was the same tone as you can't go out first ball. Please just let me have another bat. That's the thing. Hey,
Essentially, I'm
I
just
want
saying
you,
to you-
I want you to succeed.
And I got you several times. I don't think I even included that in my
You did
prank
too.
tally.
You tried to pass off.
I got 4 prank points yesterday.
You wanted 4. That included that. I mean,
I'll take 3. I'll revise the scoreboard. But even so, I need 10 a day.
you don't need 10 a day. But Ham,
I do need 10. I think we have 100 shows this year loosely, and I probably need
so
10 a day.
you're going calendar year. I thought just over a year. So for next
Oh, no,
year.
it's by the end of the year.
Well, I mean, that's even
that
more
was
dire.
probably my biggest mistake. I launched Hamish's year of 1,000 pranks.
Well,
I
I thought-
believe on July 6th.
I thought it was going to be financial year, and I think the people at the project. Did you watch the project last night?
Didn't catch all of it, unfortunately.
You had date night with Zoe.
yeah.
So I didn't. I'm not sure if you realise this, but the project on Channel 10 are following this closely. And I mean, I want you to succeed, but they're worried about you.
Really?
Yeah.
This is The Project.
Now to a developing story that might have celebrity Hamish Blake in hot water. Hamish Blake, radio sidekick to Andy Lee, made a huge declaration on day one of their returning radio program, stating he would be able to achieve 1,000 pranks in a single year.
One down. 1,000 this year.
Is
The 999 to
quality
go.
control?
2 weeks in and he was already well behind. But just how far behind? It seems there's an alarming deficit, as economist Tom Petrovsky explains.
If we look at Hamish's promise of 1,000 pranks and compare that to the time available in the radio year, it's clear that it's a promise he won't be able to deliver on. Have a look at this graph. Hamish and Andy only do around 200 shows per year. To get to 1,000, Hamish would have to perform 5 pranks per day. This graph now shows how many pranks Blake has done in 10 shows. It's a tally of just 5. So this would see him at 180 by the end of the year, which is 820 pranks shy of his promise.
That is a huge prank deficit. So desperate times are upon Hamish Blake, and he's already running out of time, only 2 weeks in. So much so that he's been trying to place his pranks in other shows just to get his quota up. Eddie Maguire's breakfast show was a target.
You're listening to The Hot Breakfast with Eddie Maguire, Mick Malloy and Luke Darcy.
Hey, Ed, sorry, mate, just before we go on, I've got a message here from Hamish Blake. He says he's leaving radio to become a professional golfer.
What? Really?
Yeah. Oh, hang on. No, I've just turned the page, and he says he's just joking.
It's Hamish's year of 1,000 pranks.
I don't get it. What does son understand that?
I don't know.
Let's move on.
Kids.
John Laws was also a victim.
You're listening to the John Laws Morning Show on 2SM.
Well, look, breaking news here after I just spoke to Hamish Blake. He tells me the New South Wales government is going to put an end to land tax, which will benefit people greatly. As I read on, he says that they're actually not going to do that, that he was joking. Oh, come on.
It's Hamish's year of 1,000 pranks.
I mean, why don't we just ban anything to do with Hamish Blake from the show?
So what will Hamish Blake do? Will he concede that it's an impossible task? We cross back to the Hamish and Andy studio now to get a response from the man in question. Hamish.
Thanks very much, guys. All I'm hearing is that's another 2 on the tally. We got the Malloy prank, and those guys loved it. You could hear them absolutely cacking themselves. Big lovers of pranks. Yeah. And Lawsy, whilst he did tongue-in-cheek ban me from the show and my name from the show, could tell he really appreciated my land tax prank. If anything, hearing the success of those pranks, Ando, I'm reinvigorated and I'm doubling my efforts.
As in the quota you're going for, or just doubling your effort?
I won't try and do 2,000 pranks, but I'll promise you this: I will get to 1,000 pranks this year, my friend.
Please don't.
And I'll get there early.
For my sake. This is a short-term morale-boosting promise that you're promising yourself.
It feels great.
You're feeling good now. You're going to feel bad later, and the whole show's going to suffer.
You're going to love it. When we're in the 500-600s...
I'll take the last day off, and you can just go back-to-back 100.
How exciting it's going to be when we're at like 750 pranks.
No.
And you're going, go, Haim, go. Just 250 more.
Haim, going to be a little ambiguous with names here because... haven't got permission to tell this story, so...
Gotcha. If it's about me, I'm going to know, even if you change the name to Rolf.
It's true. And there's this guy at work that's annoying me with these pranks. His name's Rolf.
I don't believe that for a second.
And I saw it on phones before the people hadn't updated.
During the switchover.
The switchover,
Yeah, that's just a cool fact from a great friend, and it's not a prank. Because I do both.
He does do
both. Pranks and facts. It's on my business card. Hi, Hamish Blake, pranksandfacts.com.
Anyway, we'll find out.
Call me, and I'll prank you or fact you. And Ando, we're rebuilding bridges between our friendship after I've just been raining down pranks upon you like an angry god. Smiting you with plagues and pranks over the last few days.
Well, I mean, there hasn't really been pranks. It's more of
plague upon plague.
It's more of just you will say something that is very believable, like,
"Hey, you fall for it.
I didn't park at work today." Like, "Oh, really? Why is that?" And then you'll play a sound effect. Go, "I did park at work today
because I'm trying to get 1,000 in the year, and I can't be doing quality all the time. And I never promised you quality. I promised you quantity."
But that makes things difficult for me when you start any conversation with me, like, "Hey, Andy, have you seen this?" And I'll go, "No, I haven't. I hear it's great." And you then go, "They don't exist," or something.
And that's a great prank. And I know you go home at night and you just say in a back, "God, he's the best. He's getting me all day with these pranks." And look, the reason I bring it up is I do want to talk about my bachelor party that I'm having. Came out recently on the show and just said, look, I am a guy that does love The Bachelor. And I know other blokes love it. It's a bit of a dirty secret. I've watched the Australian versions, the US version, The Bachelorette, even the spin-offs, Bachelor in Paradise. Can't get enough of it. And I'm out and about and I love it. And I want to have a boys' night. I want to have a bachelor boys' night. Beers, burgers, bachelors.
Yep. And then the other day, I mean, I was
so you don't have to be a bachelor to come. In fact, most of the guys applying are married and have girlfriends because that's who you watch it with.
And I was surprised at how many blokes actually do watch it secretly.
That's right.
And so you have had a lot of people going to HamishAndy.com and asking to come to the party.
I jokingly said to you...
Then you also said you promised a special guest.
Sorry, and that's where I've been pranking you a lot, saying I'm getting a special guest, and then you fall for it. And I prank you.
You said there was going to be a soccer player. I said that's not
and
true.
I prank you.
And then
This is for real, though.
Okay.
I thought, how do we bloke this up? Look, it's just, it's very, very hot in here. It's cold outside. This is, Ando, you and myself, our 10th year coming to the snow, coming on this ski trip.
Yeah.
We've managed to weasel it again. It's a huge honour to be here. Look, it's snowing outside. The conditions are perfect here at Mount Buller. It's actually the 4th coldest day of the season.
Really? Is it early on? No, don't.
Almost a prank.
It's Hamish's year of 1,000 pranks.
Just
a little slow on the sound effects, but
just saying something that sounds like a fact that it turns out not to be a fact is not a prank.
No, there's no way it's the 4th coldest day of the season. That's just a wonderful prank, guys. We're off to a flyer.
What if it was?
Well, unlikely.
But no, you don't even know. It could in fact be it.
Look, if you can do the research and find out that this is in fact the 4th coldest day of the season, I will do a prank traction later on the show. But I highly doubt I have to retract a prank.
So much to get through today. Delta Goodrum's going to join us, everybody, here.
Not a prank.
Not a prank.
I don't want to rattle you before you play, but obviously coming up in about an hour, you're going to jump Andy and I on skis.
Yes, that is true. I'm jumping them on skis.
This was an idea that we had because we remembered you doing an ad where you're on skis, which turned out to be incorrect from us.
Yeah.
Didn't exist.
Or you might have done a getaway.
But you did get away on skis.
I did a getaway.
So it could have been in an ad.
I posted on Instagram sometimes when I'm like jumping around.
But what level of skier were you as a kid? Were you a good skier?
You know what? I'm not going to lie, Hamish. I had a few little medals, some junior medals back
we're in
when I
safe hands,
was a kid
Really?
skiing.
Yeah.
Do you believe that, Ando?
No.
Yes, got it.
It's Hamish's year of 1,000 pranks.
Guys, I can't ski. I just want to jump over you guys and see if I make
no,
it.
got him. I'll take that. That was good. That's a genuine prank.
Jump into it.
You did believe, didn't you?
I did believe.
Thanks, Delta. Great work on the prank. It's been a great show for us, and please do go to the website, check it out. Sando Chilaro in his attention-seeking challenge, the first ever napkin ninja. I think the video's up. HamishAndy.com. Wasn't just a good show for us. Someone won $500,000 on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Hot seat.
Yeah, that's good for them.
It's Hamish's year of 1,000 pranks.
No, they didn't. I think it was low 20s tonight, Ando. That's what I get for having the seat that can see the TV. And I've got you there with an absolutely wonderful prank to finish the show.
And they'll keep coming tomorrow on the Hamish and Andy show. We'll see you then.
Realised I really needed one today. Have a good night.
You need more than one.
Hey, Ando. You know how we were... I also talked to my wife earlier in the show about taking my son to swimming. I've got to take Sonny to his first ever swimming class tomorrow at 10 a.m, don't I?
10 a.m? No, it was 11 a.m, I think.
Yeah, but it's tomorrow, yeah?
It is tomorrow.
It's Hamish's year of 1,000 pranks.
I changed it to Sunday. I got you right on the buzzer with a great prank. Just when you didn't think.
Always go out on a high. We're not coming in tomorrow anymore, anyone. We're not coming in Sunday.
Look at the clock, mate. It is ticking down to 6 o'clock. And just when you thought I'd finished pranking you for this week, managed to get one in. 11 o'clock Saturday. Wouldn't have thought so.
Sunday.
No such booking exists. Actually, Sunday, he'll be going swimming. Now, fair's fair, you weren't to know I changed it during the show.
But it's still a good prank.
But you still said yes fact that was untrue, and therefore Webster's Dictionary defines that you, my friend, have been pranked, and I'm marching my way to 1,000.
Webster's Dictionary does not define that as a prank. But thank you for being with us, everybody.
Ando, a bit of DIY is shaping up to happen at my place.
Really?
Now, you were initially part of this.
Right.
You're out.
Okay.
And then, but you could be back in because remember, I was going to get your cupboard,
yes,
from your garage because we live how far between our houses? Not that long.
If we were crows, we'd be able to get there quicker.
Yes, as in men of the night's watch.
Yeah.
No,
I
I
reckon
reckon
very nimble. No, I think we're probably 300 metres, 350.
Yeah, 500 walking, mate.
Yeah.
And we were planning to put a cupboard on a longboard.
Yes, I did.
Trying to get it over to my garage.
I've got a longboard, which I've never ever used. Yep. It's now just used to move furniture around my house, and we're going to try and wheel it up the hill.
But I said no because I thought I maybe wanted a bench instead of a cupboard. Yeah. And space is at a premium, so I sort of had to decide. I've got a bench, right? There's 3 tools that are required to put the bench together, but also 2 men. So question 1, are you in for building the bench?
Love to build the bench.
Lovely.
It's Hamish's year of 1,000 pranks.
I'm not building a bench. And you've been squirted by Jack with a water pistol.
I have.
Yes.
I have.
Now
Which actually is
Andy,
better than the prank.
Andy, I can tell you're shocked. And there's a lot of things going through your head right now.
A bit annoying.
How did I get got? How did I get got so bad? How did I think there was a bench? How has Jack squirted me with a water pistol? Well, I can't take all the credit. There's a story behind it.
The bench building prank. Behind the genius. If you're listening to this, Andy is dripping wet, sitting there having recently believed Hamish needed him to help build a bench. A wonderful prank. But how did we get here? It all started when Hamish received an email from a young man named Nick offering to help Hamish get to 1,000 pranks by pranking his dad.
Hello, Nicholas speaking.
Hey, I got your email about pranking.
About my dad, yeah?
Yeah, about your dad. I don't have the email in front of me. From what I can remember, he's a carpenter.
Yep.
And so the idea would be call him up, say, I think you're the best carpenter in the world. Like, come over and do a job.
Yep.
And then when he comes over, just, what was after that bit?
Go nuts on him with water bombs or eggs or just
egg him.
Yeah.
As Nick explained, Hamish became aware he simply cannot perform a prank this time consuming and still make it to 1,000 this year. Also, he needs to prank Andy, not Nick's dad.
You've inspired me with a carpentry theme, right? I've just moved into a new house and I was going to maybe say to Andy something along the lines of like, you should come to my house and like we could build a table together or whatever.
Yeah.
I need to build a bench in the garage.
Yep.
And so maybe I invite Andy over, I go, we're going to build a bench. And if he says, okay, cool, I'll be there.
You get cackling Jack to jump out and squirt him with the hose.
And then, the masterstroke.
What if I tell Andy on air, hey man, come over this weekend, we'll build a bench. If he says yes, I get Jack to squirt him with a water pistol in the studio.
I guess, yeah, that's about on par with all your other stuff.
That's pretty good. Okay, that's great. No, that's awesome, man. Thank you. That's a great idea.
And that's what it took to get all the pieces in a row and for this masterful prank to take place, as you just heard.
Reenactment.
Oh, I totally believed I was going to Hamish's house to build a bench, and now I've been squirted. You're the master of pranks, Blake.
We salute you, Hamish. With the bench story and the water pistol, it's a prank count of 2. 2 more pranks. Hip, hip.
It's not 2. It's not 2.
Thank you, guys.
Touch on a few elements.
Thank you. I mean, for a great prank like that to come off, you need a lot of help, and I did get a lot of help.
I know we're getting the wind up here, but just quickly 2 elements. Nick going, yeah, that's just about as good as all your other ones, amused me. But also, I've never seen Jack so excited.
Well, he knew. He knew he was prank number 2.
When he was squirting me, I've never seen a kid more excited in my life.
Not a kid.
What you looked like one. I was like, what are you doing? I was more baffled by his excitement.
I guess it was the same sort of excitement as like at the end of Ocean's 11 when they're all walking out of the casino and they're going, we've done it. This is a ton of planning and we finally got our mouths cornered.
Hamish and Andy.
2 pranks.
Good afternoon, everyone. Hamish and Andy to drive you home. Big Monday show. We have Joel Edgerton joining us.
We have a trick, don't we? We can't say much about it.
No.
But at some point during the show today, a trick shall be played. This is
exactly.
not part of my year of 1,000 pranks.
Which has gone very quiet.
Oh, has it, Andy?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I haven't pranked you so far in today's show, but I will
It's just started, but you haven't pranked me once last week. You didn't get me once last week.
And I continue to lull the dragon into a false sense of security before I slay him.
Oh, jeez.
I do pledge to get
slay
1,000.
me 1,000 times.
It will be a death of 1,000 cuts. I did pledge to prank Andy 1,000 times before the end of the year, and I'm up well over a dozen. But what we can guarantee is today's trick has nothing to do with my 988 pranks to go.
Also, it's definitely more developed than anything that you've done as a prank so far,
but
and certainly more expensive.
I would say that. I'll put aside our differences.
Yeah, that's good.
Hey, mate, food-based as well.
Oh, good.
Have you bought Neapolitano ice cream?
Yeah, I did.
For, like, vanilla chocolate strawberry?
Yeah.
I bought a tub the other night. I opened it up. It went chocolate, vanilla, chocolate.
No.
It's Hamish's year of 1,000 pranks.
And that's 2 pranks.
Why?
Because I didn't buy a tub. And you also fell for the incorrect flavour allocation of the tub you thought I bought. So I will end the week with another 2 pranks on the scoreboard. Thanks, Jack.
Hey, Jack, give him 3.
Yeah,
give him 3 because
you'll regret that when I'm on 999 on our last day on air.
I won't,
and I'm
mate.
just lining you up.
I'll tell you why
to get the final prank.
I'll tell you why I won't. It's the first prank you've done for nearly a month.
Bull dust.
It's not bull dust.
It's barely been 3 weeks.
Jack's nodding, and you
Mate,
promised.
I'm well into the teens.
You promised 1,000 by the end of this year.
Yes, and I
calendar year.
Yes, calendar year.
Mate, you've got 13 weeks, I think.
Yeah, that works out.
That does not
No,
work
I'm
out.
happy, and I'm happy with my progress. I knew I'd start slow, get my eye in, and now, as you just saw then, 2. What'd that take me? 5 seconds?
3. I'm
3
giving you
pranks. 3 pranks. This is too easy. All I've got to do is a couple of dozen a day. You know, and I'm happy to let it build up.
A couple of dozen will barely get you there.
I'm happy to let it build up to the end of the year. I think you're panicking. I think you're scrambling because you're surprised at how quickly I can get 3 pranks on you. And I think you know it's going to be a breeze for me to get 980 more
I
by the end
gave
of the
you
year.
3. It's barely a half. Anyway, so we've got time for today. Thank you very much for being with us.
Hey, Ando, one thing I've been doing all this year is trying to prank you.
Yes.
In my year of 1,000 pranks.
Yep.
If people have been listening along for the last couple of months, they would have heard me launch an audacious plan the very first time the mics came on for us this year.
It was in the opening seconds
I walked out.
of us doing a show together again, back live in the drive slot. You got up and walked out before the mics went open.
Yeah.
And then you weren't here.
I called the studio.
You called the studio and said, Andy, I can't come on. I can't do it. I've made a terrible mistake.
And you said, I'd like you to.
Yep.
And that's when I said, gotcha. This is a prank.
Yeah. It was a good one.
And it was pretty good. And it was
Actually-
launched. It wasn't great. It wasn't great, but as I told you at the time.
It's been your best. So that's why I look back at it fondly.
Even though at the
It's
time,
like
it
having an
stunk a
ugly
bit.
kid first and going, oh, he's not that ugly. And then having absolutely really badly ugly kids second and third going, gee, I should have really thought more fonder of my firstborn.
Well, the thing is, at the time, you were like, listen, mate, that's not... 2 things you made clear. You said, look, that's not a very high quality,
No.
and you're going to struggle to get through 1,000 by December. And I told you at the time, I'm going for quantity, not quality. And you had no right to hold me to a high quality when I have 1,000 to get away to fulfill my promise.
Now, I thought it was in a year, and as it turned out, you said calendar year. So you said by the end of December.
Yeah, 2015 is my year of 1,000 pranks. I just started a little late.
You started halfway through. You have to do, I think, 20-year show. You barely get to any.
Yeah, I haven't done one for a little while.
You're significantly behind. You're 900 or so behind.
Well, the prank count was at 21 coming into this week, and it has been slow. We've had other stuff to do. We got Bieber on. We got coming up. You know, we got the Bachelor guys today. But
at this rate, you finished the year on 42.
Well, or will I, Ando? Because today we had a conversation that you thought was a normal conversation, but little did you know, I was pranking the absolute bejesus out of you. Have a listen. How annoying is this? Did that thing where I woke up dry throat.
Oh, no.
Dry throat.
Day before holidays.
Day before holidays. Scratchy throat.
Still feeling?
Still feeling it a little bit.
It's Hamish's year of 1,000 pranks.
And that's 3 pranks. I don't have a dry throat, I got no scratchiness, and I don't still have it.
Sore ears.
Everything.
Neck. You know the neck?
Yeah, I know it. I don't like what I'm hearing, mate.
I know. Slight aches and pains. That's annoying.
3 more pranks. I don't have sore ears, I don't have neck pains, and I got no aches and pains.
Fly tonight?
Fly tomorrow.
Okay, so good night's sleep.
So I get a good night's sleep, and I'll be all right. And a bit of a sloppy bowel movement.
Another prank. I've had perfect poos.
The other thing I've been doing a lot of is magnesium.
Oh, yeah.
For, like, joint health.
Oh, yeah, cool.
Got him! I haven't been doing a lot of magnesium. It's another prank for a total of 8 pranks. What's this? Last show before holidays, triple pranks bonus multiplier. Whoa! 24 pranks!
It's Hamish's year of 1,000 pranks.
Total prank count 45, 955 to go. Prognosis achievable.
It's interesting. It's interesting that suddenly there's self-given multipliers.
Oh, that's a normal rule. That's a fairly standard rule. Last day before holidays, triple points multiplier.
Hey, even though they're all great pranks, and I feel like such a fool. I feel like
You should see your face,
yeah,
to be honest.
I'm ashamed we didn't film.
I can't believe when I started saying I've been taking magnesium that you didn't smell a rat. That's kudos for me.
And you
to be a
can,
good pranker.
when I went, cool. I mean, how sucked in do I feel that now?
Yeah,
looking back at it?
absolutely got you. I was running rings around you. I could have kept going too, but I had mercy on you.
Yeah. So that takes you to 45, which again, at the current pace, finishes the year at 90.
Oh, but
some 910 short.
You'd have to say 24 in a day is a good run rate.
Yeah, after the multipliers, etc.
That's good play by me to do it on a day where there's a triple word score.
Very good.
And today is a huge day for people hanging out for the new Star Wars film. You've probably seen it online already, floating around the trailer.
Force Awakens?
The trailer for the new film is spectacular. It's about is it a 2-minute trailer? 3-minute trailer?
2.5, yeah.
A lot of good stuff. A lot of good stuff on there. Obviously we could just play a snippet of that. But at the same time, the trailer was released, the cinematic version. They're now releasing the radio trailer as well. The radio ads. Got the official version. I believe the first time this has been played. So this is the radio trailer that will go globally.
Okay. Are you sure it's the one?
Ahead of the release. I believe it to be the authentic, real radio trailer.
Okay.
Hey, space fans! Looking forward to the new Star Wars movie? Yeah! All your favourite space bandits are back. You got Harrison Ford, probably got that big old beautiful bear Chewbacca, got some new robots, and the most amazing light sword battles ever. I hate you, Darth Vader! What did you say?
Just kidding. I know he's dead in this one.
That's right, Darth Vader's dead, but it looks like there's a bunch of new bastards to give the old rebels a headache. If you love spaceships and this noise, you're going to froth over this new beauty of a movie. Star Wars! The new Star Wars movie has got everything from phasers to lasers, from stormtroopers to credits full of bloopers. Tickets on sale now, only from official Lucasfilm outlets, and this is authorised by Lucasfilm and Disney. Good on you, Mickey, you crazy mouse.
I'm not sure if that's the official one.
That is the official one. It is, I promise you.
Gosh.
It's Hamish's year of 1,000 pranks.
Oh, your face, mate. I got to tell you, I made that myself. But I chalk up another prank, Jack. Absolutely roped you in. No, that's not the official Star Wars ad. Yeah. That was just something I cooked up to completely pull the wool over Andy's eyes.
You got me again. I can't believe I keep falling for these traps.
No, just sit back and learn young Jedi from the Yoda of pranks. Ando, as you know, hosting Christmas at my place.
Can't believe you've said that.
Silly, but it's happening now, and it's a giant logistical undertaking because not only are we doing Christmas, but worlds are colliding. And my side of the family and Zoe's side of the family.
Incredible.
How's this? So my bro obviously is coming with his wife and child.
Yep.
He's just started a new job, and congrats to him. He's an engineer. Yep. He went back to uni, threw in the towel, relearnt some skills, re-entering the workforce as a whole new man.
Certainly been the best at applying himself and studying in your family.
Noted. And fair.
And so if your younger sister, she'd take that on the chin?
She'd take it on the chin. She finished her degree. Nothing special, but she finished. Got over the line, never used it. I started 2, finished none. He started like 4, finished 4. Yeah. So in terms of races started and finished,
he's got
full hats off to my older brother.
Yeah.
How's this thing? He started a new job, and obviously at a new job, you're going to impress the boss. The boss has said to him, this is wild too. First week of work, what are you doing for Christmas? Like goes, I'm going to my brother's place. He goes, would it be weird if I came along?
What?
right? So my brother's like, oh, I'd have to check.
So in Locke's head, he's going, yes, of course.
Of
That's
course it would
stupid
be.
weird because you're the new boss.
So he asked me, I said, okay, that's fine. Not unusual. We've had strange guests at our house for Christmas. Not that this guy's strange, but that's okay. I understand. You got to do what you got to do, right? Then, so that was okay, and we could tolerate that. It's transpired that the guy's gone, my brother will be in town. Can he come past for a drink? He's got 3 kids, the brother. Said yes to the brother. Okay, it's fine. Got 3 kids. So that's 5 people we don't know at the house for Christmas.
Jeez.
I don't know what to do.
No. I mean, name tags? Name tags
weird,
is one. It is.
Yeah. So that's what's happening.
That's not happening.
It's Hamish's year of 1,000 pranks. 1 prank per guest equals 5 pranks. Plus Christmas story multiplier of 4 equals 20 pranks.
Feels good, Ando, to get 20 pranks away on you just at the end of the week.
So far behind anyway.
You got to admit,
when
when you said name tags, I think Australia-wide everyone went, he's gone for this. He's absolutely taken the bait here. And it was at that moment that I thought, you know what? I'm calling that 5 pranks, 1 prank per guest, as you heard with the Christmas multiplier.
I didn't get 1 prank per guest.
Where each guest that I told you was coming that's a lie for Christmas.
Okay, those guests, the Christmas guests.
My brother's boss is not...
Vance Joy William.
No. The Christmas lunch guests.
Okay.
My brother's boss isn't coming. His brother's not coming. Nor are his brother's 3 kids.
That's 5 pranks for that.
Guests.
With a Christmas multiplier.
With a Christmas multiplier. That's how pranks work. It's nice to have another 20 pranks away. I haven't hit 1,000 yet this year, but I want everyone to know I will hit it.
I can sniff a big multiplier
going in the next 2 weeks without the help of multipliers.
Well, I'm about to get to my third, but did you want to jump in?
People may be aware that this year has been the year of 1,000 pranks.
Oh, yeah.
And I set myself a lofty goal, Ando, of trying to prank you 1,000 times. Now, as we've been getting closer and closer to the 1,000, people were wondering, would I squeeze my 1,000th in time for the end of the year? I have a very exciting development.
That wasn't even on my list.
It should have been. 1,000 pranks.
Yeah.
You have 1,000 pranks.
No, the pranks wasn't
Huge
even
result.
No, well, it was fun.
I shall reveal within the hour. What was on your list?
I'll tell you after this.
Okay.
Hame.
Oh, boy. I've been waiting for this moment. Let me savour it, Ando.
Go for it.
Can I play everyone a piece of audio from our very first show of this year? As we're coming into the last week, I think it's permissible to reminisce a little bit like this. Very first show of the year, and mics open up. I had a little plan, and I thought this would be fun if, as soon as the mics open up, without any warning or saying anything, I just walk out of the studio. Could you piece together what's happening? This is what happened.
Hamish Andy Radio.
We are on. Good afternoon, everyone. Hamish and Andy back to drive you home. Well, just one of us, because Hamish he started in here with me, everybody. He looked fit, he looked healthy, he certainly was speaking to me in his normal tongue. And then, whether it's panic or shock, he has simply run out.
Andy, we're getting a call through from Hamish now.
Okay.
Are you there, Ando?
Yes. What happened? Did you fart?
I panicked. I saw the lights go on, and I just think you're better off without me. You can do a great job.
What about a bit of notice? Because
Hey, Andy, look behind you.
Yeah.
I'm back.
I never left. And that is the kind of wonderful prank that you can come to expect from the show. Andy, it's me. Look at me. What a wonderful radio moment already.
It's Hamish's year of 1,000 pranks.
One down.
Is it going to be?
It could be 1,000 this year.
Is
The
it going to be some
999
kind of
to
quality
go.
control?
No, I'm going quantity over quality. You can't get 1,000 pranks out and have them all be good. Oh, great. You know what? Technically, that's one of our highlights. So from there, it was on.
And they did not improve it. If you thought that was actually one of the ones that had some thought.
So just wonderful pranks left, right, and centre. Remember I told you the story about how my brother was bringing weird guests to Christmas?
Yeah.
That was a huge prank.
And then I said, really? And you went, no.
Gotcha.
And then you played the sound effect again. So it's been a year of 100 lies with, I suppose, 1,000 lies.
I was up to 50 pranks. And we had a lot of people emailing and going,
generously.
I don't know if you're going to make it, Haim. And I knew I was in dire straits. Coming into this last week, I had promised that I'd do 1,000 by the time we went off air, which is why a thought bubble struck me. I looked up and I read the thought bubble and I was like, that's not a bad idea. Could I prank you 950 times at once? And I decided that if I filled up a box full of ping pong balls, each ball representing its own unique prank.
Unique?
Well, based on another prank, very similar to the ball next to it. Its own prank, because dropping a ping pong ball on your head is a good prank.
Oh.
So 950 counts as 950 separate counts of prank. I asked Ben, the lawyer here.
Yeah,
I said, would these count as separate pranks? He goes, look, if you were to be
bothering me.
He wrote to me, he said just now, if you were to be charged with pranks, it could be argued that each one should be a separate count. So 950 separate pranks. If I could get the balls to fall on your head. Jack helped me out a bit, helped me with the rigging. Before the show, we're all sitting outside the studio on the couch there. You'd sat in the spot that I wanted you to sit in. And this gleeful moment is where I was able to pull off 950 pranks in one.
Any other business before we get into today's show? Yeah.
Blakey has business.
Yeah.
Coming to last week, one of the big things hanging over everyone's heads were, will I be able to get away my remaining 950 pranks? Well... Flawless! 950 pranks! Each ping pong ball representing a prank! Plus the surprise of the prank, an extra prank on top! Pranks! Thus concludes 1,000 pranks.
It's Hamish's year of 1,000 pranks. Prank count 1,001. Well done, Hamish.
Thanks, Ben.
Couple of quick things. Firstly, people should definitely go to hamishandy.com because then you'll see that the trapdoor didn't open properly. Hamish had to run in, stand on top of me. One ball fell. I caught it, looking at it, and then you open the trapdoor with your hands.
Well, and that's
so
why
do you think then you award yourself one for surprise?
Well, then I yelled out.
Because I wasn't that surprised.
Okay, well then one for standing on your foot. Either way, I got an extra one in there. Then, I think, though, by yelling out flawless, that covered up any...
Or distracted me. Actually, this was flawless.
Yeah, I was able to convince you in hindsight that this was a flawless 950.
HamishAndy.com, head there now. The video of Hamish pulling a string that doesn't work and then 950 ping pong balls dropping. Oh,
you know who that's on, don't you, Jack?
That's why I tried to chant prank the loudest in that audio. Prank.
So you didn't want anyone to notice that the rigging had failed. However, Ando, a wonderful year of pranks.
Well done,
a good fight fought by everyone. You were trying to avoid them all year, but in the end, I managed to pin 1,001 on you.
It's got me.
So better luck next year.
Thank you. It's Hamish and Andy. What's crazy is that's what's on offer, but you were too busy to bring it up this year. I mean,
that's really a testament to how much fun we've had.
It's true. I mean, I would have thought that there's time.
That's the kind of stuff that's been left on the table.
Like when you have considered not doing any of your bad pranks and bringing up an opportunity.
Well, I had to get to 1,000. I'd made a commitment. And to me, commitments matter. Again, if you missed it the other day, I managed to prank Andy 950 times at once, so I did get him 1,000 times this year.